Morning. Today is the second day of the month of Shevat, Shana and Vav 5776 from creation. And the prophet Malachi said, Shavtem v'ruyitem ben tzadik v'rasha v'noved Elohim l'asher lo avdoho, and you will come and you will return. Whether you will come and return, whether you're righteous, whether you're evil, whether you serve God or you don't serve God. So what is? The Tanya says there's two kinds of abandoned intermediate. There's the intermediate who's on the level of serving God and the one who's not serving God. So the Talmud, the Alter Rebbe is quoting, the author of the Tanya is quoting the Talmud. Talks about this pasuk in Malachi, the third chapter of the prophet Malachi. It says that what's the difference between somebody who's serving God and what's somebody who doesn't serve God? Somebody who serves God, he learns his chapter 100 times. And somebody who does not serve God learns his chapter 101 times. So what is this one difference? So he says that in ancient times, in the ancient world, the Jews would learn their Mishnah or whatever they were learning 100 times. 100 times. And if that's called not serving God, and doing 101 times is called serving God. That's ridiculous. Learning something 100 times is not serving God. That's great. Why should 101 times be serving God? Why should that be the tzaddik? No, why should the 100? He did 100 times. He's not evil. There's no direct correspondence there. There's not a correspondence. It's like this. 101 times. If the Baal Tanya in today's Tanya says, it's like in the ancient, there's a place where the Mashal, the Shuk Shel Chamarim. There's a market, a camel market. They have the camel drivers. You need to get somebody. You got to get to Riyadh. You're coming from Jerusalem to Riyadh, or you're just outside of Jerusalem and you want to get a ride to Jericho. They would charge by the parsa, by the Persian mile. So, and if you 10 Persian miles, let's just call it a mile. 10 miles for a zuz. 10 miles would cost, let's say, $50. I don't know how much a zuz is. They're $20, $50. Yeah, but 11 would cost twice as much. 10 miles for $50. 11 miles for $100. 10 miles, $50. 11 miles for shekel. Yeah, tzaddik, shekel. Okay, so kesef. Chamashuk shel chamarim shenizkarim le'asar parsei bezuzah ve'echadasar parsei b'trei zuzah. What mishu? Why should it be twice as much for just one more mile? And the answer is mipnei shehu yoter me'regilutan. It's more than they were used to. When a person has to go out of his comfort zone, he can charge a lot more. So going out of your comfort zone with your learning of Torah, where you learn it 100 times, and that one time is so much more difficult. It's so much more difficult at one time that that for the camel drivers they would charge twice as much. Twice as much. Okay. So then the Tanya goes on to say that for a person to change his nature from his habits. So what does it take for a person to change his habits? He has to wake up the love to God by means of meditating, deep contemplation of the greatness of Hashem in his mind in order to change his nature that's in the left part of his heart. The right part of his heart is the good part, and the left part of the heart is the difficult part, right? According to Kabbalah. And Hasidus. We don't learn Kabbalah, we learn Hasidus, which has everything from Kabbalah inside of it, that is in a way that everybody can get. So in Hasidus it says that the left side of the heart is the difficult part, so we have to take all of that difficult and change it. How do we do it? This left side is filled with the blood of the nefesh, the lowest aspect of the soul, the blood of the animal soul. That's in the evil forces. That from it comes this nature, the evil inclination is there. So how do we get that evil inclination? Transform it to good, or nullify it, transform it, train it. Remember, the animal soul is not evil. It's not evil. Adin Steinsaltz Shlita, the great Talmudist of our generation, great neshama of our generation, Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, Evan Israel, says it's like very people have this idea that good inclination is good and the evil inclination is the animal soul, and our animal soul is evil. That's not a Jewish idea. The animal soul, it just needs to be trained. You train your donkey to go right, train the donkey to go left. It'll go. It's not good or evil. It's just untrained or trained. So we train the animal soul to go a certain way. That's so. But it's that one. What's the Tanya talking about? It's talking about a complete service of God for the Beinoni, for the intermediate. Remember, the intermediate is a very high level. It's a high level of somebody who never sinned. Just he has a desire to sin, to just act upon it, more or less. How does he wake up? How do we wake up that love? The one who wakes up the love to transform the Yetzer Hara in the left side of the heart, filled with the blood, and filled with the, let's say, negative aspects, untrained aspects in the animal soul. Has to wake up the love that's hidden in the heart. That in order for that love to rule over our nature that is in the left side. And that's called service. That's called the battle with the nature. Battle with nature. Battle with one's inclination. That battle with the untrained donkey. To train it. To wake up the love that's hidden in the heart. Which is not so. When there's no war whatsoever, there's no love. If you don't fight, they don't feel the love. It won't be woken up. We have to fight to wake up the love. So the Baal Tanya says, so when the love is woken up, it's not called service. I'll say it again. To wake up the love that's hidden, to rule over the inclination on the left, that's called serving. And to fight the nature that wakes up the love that's hidden in the heart, which is not so when there's no war, then there's no love from itself, which is called service. So, if you want to love, you have to serve.